evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us in our Chatz podcast channel. Tonight, after we have listened to our panelists earlier, Benny, who came just before our session now, we will now be having something unique compared to other podcast channels. But before I explain about how this segment functions and move on, I would like to introduce our second panelist for tonight. It's none other than distinguished Toastmaster Kaman. Thank you very much, Kaman, for coming with us tonight.
Thanks, Charles, for inviting.
She's a very experienced Toastmaster. And why we are inviting an experienced Toastmaster like Kaman, our listeners. Kaman, thank you very much also for accepting our invitation. This segment, because we are a podcast channel of the Toastmasters setting.
Okay.
Hence, in Toastmasters, we have speakers, we have evaluations, give feedback, so that members learn and understand what are the good things and what are the things they can improve, they can benefit from attending a Toastmasters meeting. But in a podcast, we'll be inviting experienced Toastmasters for our listeners, so that we'll be also getting feedback on how the panelists earlier performed or have presented him or herself. In this case, Benny just now. So tonight we'll be listening to Carmen, an experienced Toastmaster. She will be sharing with us. I've invited her to give some feedback on how you have observed just now. Carmen was behind the camera just before coming here. Carmen took note and observed how Benny was giving his ideas and sharing about the conference. Maybe to start off with, can you give your general feedback first on the subject itself? What we talking just now about the annual conference, getting Benny to talk about the subject matter. What do you think?
He's the right person, the subject matter expert, because he's the organizing chair, or he himself.
What did he call himself?
CEO, Chief Enjoyment Officer. Yeah, which I feel that the name really suits him. Yeah, and he really knows everything in and out of the program, the team.
I'm sure you know Benny for a long time.
Yeah, I know him, and I know that whenever Benny is in charge, Benny is the organizer, everything will goes very well.
Very nice.
Very well planned. I still remember those days being MCO when he organized an online thing with the movie team. It's really like a movie. Yeah, although it's only a 2 hours.
That is Benny.
Yes, that is Benny. That's the quality assurance from Benny. So that's why just now when I listened to all the, although he's like, this secret, that secret, I'm like,
so many secrets.
Yeah, so I'm like, Benny has so many secrets. I was there. They were like, hey, but at least he gives a lot of information about what is the purpose of the conference, what is his mission, what is going to bring to the delegates. And as an listener, I feel that wow, I get the purpose of the.
Were you excited listening to?
Yes, especially treasure hunt. In my mind, I'm like, hey, I'm going to bring my family. Yes. My daughter actually, she wants to join. So I'm actually thinking that, hey, I need to call my husband and say, you want to join or not? You better take leave and then you join. Yeah, it really creates excitement. Yes. I'm excited in fact. So,
I mean, when you say Benny is the right person,
yes.
How long have you known Benny?
I knew him since 2017 until now. Quite some time already.
And as a person, a Toastmaster, a leader in Toastmaster, I'm sure he has organized many activities.
And he has.
I think he has been a conference organizer.
Yes, he has. And I think if I remember correctly, this should be the third time. This should be the third time.
So listeners must be very confident. Benny, third time already?
Yes. Yeah.
So as a subject matter expert, how do you see him talking and sharing about the annual conference?
First thing, he's very knowledgeable. Second, he knows his purpose. Yeah. So that's why, because of he knows his purpose, he recruited those who are the experts in their field.
The one he calls crew.
Yeah, correct. So the quality is actually assured. And from the secret that he disclosed, I can foresee that it's create a lot of anticipation. I'm like, wow,
I'm looking forward.
I'm looking forward actually. In fact, I've attended a lot of conferences, even though out in US as well. But this one is really like something I anticipate, and I really look forward for something special.
If someone is looking forward and interested, I'm sure all of you will be interested.
Yeah.
So I believe that you have confidence
Yes.
as a speaker, as a leader, as the organizing chair or chief enjoyment officer, he called himself. You can see him as a subject matter expert.
Yes.
When he shared all this.
Correct. And I can feel his passion as well. He always mentioned that he wants to create experience for the delegates. That's a very.
I think he repeated that many times.
Yes, correct, and that really helps me to see that his intention, what he wants in giving back to the delegates, what he wants to give them the experience, the learning experience, besides as a Toastmaster speaking and all this.
Yes.
But he's bringing in a lot like DJ, entertainment, because we say that moments of enjoyment. So that's
You learn best in moments.
correct. That's the one of the mission that I can see that he's bringing into this event.
And I believe our listeners who are also a Toastmaster member, again, an evaluator or person giving feedback, you also reflected that you described first the speaker, the personality who was sitting here just now. The observation was made on the presenter.
Yes.
Just now, you give the credit onto his strength, on his ability, on his quality as a speaker. So, as a subject matter expert.
Yeah.
So, I believe that is very important to show that person that gives feedback must also be observant. Must be observant.
Correct.
You cannot just simply give some kind of feedback by not being observed. So in Toastmasters, we are being taught to be observant.
Yes.
So what we see tonight, what Karma did, she was very observant and knowing how the speaker presented himself as a subject matter expert. He knows what he's talking about.
Yes, yes.
He is not just cooking something.
Yeah.
So that is good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go for a short break. After this, I'll be talking a bit more with Kaman. We'll be sharing about what are the qualities as a speaker that you see the strength in Benny, as a speaker, as a presenter, as a leader, when he shares sharing just now. And we'll be coming back after this when we have our short break. See you in a bit. Thank you very much, Kaman. Hold on.
Okay.
See you. Thank you. All right. Hi everyone, we are back in the second segment of our podcast channel Chatz tonight with Kaman. We have listened to her just now when Kaman mentioned about Benny as the subject matter expert who knows about the conference, and he himself was so passionate. Kaman was so passionate talking about the annual conference and about the activities being done. So it shows credibility to the speaker, to the presenter. As I mentioned just now before we went for a short break, I would like to know a bit in depth. What are the qualities or the strength of Benny as a speaker? And to our listener, would like to know, in your observation, what is the quality as a speaker that you can see to Benny? Maybe your views.
Personally, I feel that she's very engaging.
Engaging?
Engagement.
How?
It can be two parts. The first part is review as a moderator. Whenever you talk to him, it's very conversational. He look at you and then he tells you that what's in his plan, and even though it's secretive, he will do something like this.
Yes, that gesture.
That gestures is really very meaningful, and then it's really purposeful. It's like secret. It's not like I'm going to tell you the secret, but it's a secret.
That is body language.
Yeah, I find that it's very engaging, and also the way that you see that he's like hesitating. He has his facial expression.
Facial expression,
correct. And then he's having some pauses while
suspense.
Like, hey, what are you going to talk about? So that really creates that suspense that engage with the listener and with the moderator as well.
Yeah, I feel he was very relaxed Because I think you use the word conversation,
Yes.
conversational.
Yes,
I
yes.
think it was very conversational.
Yes,
It's not like
yes.
giving a speech.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a very cozy environment here. So it's like, oh, he's talking with you, telling with you his passion, his plan as well. So this is the first part of the engagement with you. The second engagement, I find that when he needs to talk to the listener, he actually turn to the camera and then he starts to talk. Then he share, yeah, he look here, and then sometimes he switch back to you. So I, as a listener, I feel that he does not forget me. And that's very important. He's aware. His awareness is very high. He knows that what he's talking about, who is the audience, that who are those listening to him. So that makes up the engagement.
Consciously, yeah.
Exactly. So I like the way that he builds that engagement.
Why do you think engagement is important in podcast session like this?
No podcast is only been listen. But if you do not, and now the podcast is actually, now we are having a session with the camera as well.
Video.
Yeah, a video. So if let's say I'm keep on talking with you, it's like I do not look at the listener.
We are not on radio.
Yeah, exactly. If you, let's say we are on radio, then we don't have to look at the camera.
Yes.
But now we are on video, so we cannot forget our audience, our listener.
It's just not voice alone.
Yes, exactly. So that's why just now I mentioned that I like his facial expression. He uses his voice pauses and facial expression and all these things, all these little things. Sometimes even he moves his body as well. Yeah, that's actually creates some minor engagement, which he tell people that, hey, I'm switching my position. I'm going to disclose something. And that let me feel that, hey, I want to follow what's his next point that he's going to share.
Yeah, of course, some of you maybe in Toastmasters, we also talk about using the stage.
Yes.
Body, pacing or moving.
Yes.
So by moving slightly to the right and left on this chair, it's also movement, right?
Yeah.
Your comment on that?
Because this podcast, this is his stage. This is his stage. So if sitting still is like, okay, sometimes it's like,
still.
For a speaker, they also like, oh, this posture is like too long already. So when he shift his body, especially when he want to change to another point or share another point, it creates some. It's like a cue to the audience or to the listener.
Second point coming.
Yes. So this creates the engagement as well.
I like your observation just now when he like whispering.
Yeah.
Come back to me and the audience while looking at the audience, but he's whispering and sharing some secret. That is also another kind of body language element.
I like that because it created a suspense. Yet as a listener, I want to know what he's talking about, and the way that he used pauses and then it's like very purposeful and it's very engaging. It really makes me like I want to listen more. And it helps me to. I want to follow. I just want to follow.
Yeah, you repeated this word, purposeful.
Yes.
In Toastmasters, some of you, members or non-members of Toastmasters, we use this term purposefully. We pause purposefully, we move purposefully, we use vocal variety purposefully, eye contact purposefully. So maybe can you elaborate a little bit more for the benefit of our listeners? Why purposeful is important in a session?
You see, what I see is gestures is actually something to enhance the message that we are passing across to the audience or to the listener. So if we do not use it purposeful, it becomes distraction. For example, if I tell you that I have 3 points to talk to you, but if I show that I have 3 points to talk to you, then the listener or the audience, they may feel confused. They say it's 2 or 3. You say 3, but you show 2. But if let's say you say that I have 3 points and you put 3, then it becomes purposeful. People are waiting that first point, second point, third point.
People can anticipate.
Exactly. And this thing is very important, especially at work when we are doing presentation to our stakeholders. It really, people are looking at you, people are looking for information. And if your gestures is not purposeful, it becomes very confusing. So once your audience or once your stakeholders are confused, they do not follow what you say.
Cannot follow?
Yeah, they don't follow. Then they defeat the purpose of the presentation.
Exactly, because the whole idea when we communicate is for us to engage, not to disengage, to connect, not to disconnect. So, like what Kamal mentioned just now, these are your observation on how the quality and the good aspect. Other element which you like to add other than engaging through the eye contact or the compositional style. How about his voice?
Yeah, talk about his voice. He's very calm, very steady, and the most important thing that is he's very confident.
How can you tell through the voice he's confident?
If you recall, his voice is very steady, stable, right, and it's not shaky. Mm. And he actually. Oh, you can sense that. I can sense that. I hear that actually. I hear that. It's not trembling. Yeah, the word is trembling. It's not like you hear the word like you hear some voices like shaky, and some is soft. No, he just maintained the frequency is quite stable. Yeah, and that indicates he's comfortable. Yes, yes, he's comfortable. He's very confident, and he's very knowledgeable of the points that he shared.
Through voice and vocal projection, a person can tell whether he or she is confident, yes, he or she is nervous, yeah, and you sense that nervousness is not in Benny.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. And he even articulates with the variation of volume in his voice.
Ups and downs.
Ups and downs, louder, softer. When he say secret, then you
the whisper part.
Whisper, and when he whisper, it's actually slower with the pause and then softer as well. So it creates the differentiation between his volume.
Yeah, and when he whispered, it creates the dramatic effect.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanted to know more.
Yes.
What is this secret coming out?
Yes.
Eventually, I managed to squeeze a few secrets.
Yeah. You squeeze a lot, in fact. Yes, yes.
I think the marketing team will not be so happy because after telling a lot of secrets.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, sorry, marketing team. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for that strength that you observed. We listened from Carmen just now. She mentioned the qualities that she observed from what Benny had shared.
Yeah.
When we come back, we have a short break now. When we come back, the final segment with Carmen, I would like to know more. What are your recommendations to Benny from your observation? Ladies and gentlemen, please don't go away. We'll have a short break and we'll listen more from Carmen, this final section, where she'll give some recommendations so that Benny can improve as a speaker, as a presenter. And we'll come back right after this. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, thank you very much for coming back with us. The podcast channel Chatz tonight with none other than our beautiful lady. I was told tonight and today is Carmen's birthday. Happy birthday!
Thank you!
In our inaugural session of our podcast channel Chatz tonight, we are so blessed. Her husband is so angry that I kidnapped her to come and join our podcast channel tonight and to celebrate her birthday together with us. Indeed, we are very honored and special today.
I feel that it's a special celebration.
This is our special birthday gift to you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. And after listening to Carmen just now on the qualities and strength of Benny as a speaker and what are the good points that you observe, maybe in this final section, I would like to know more from Carmen. What maybe if there are any areas of improvement or recommendations that you can offer to Benny as a speaker, as a presenter. What are your views?
There's only one part I feel that Benny can work on.
Yeah.
Do you remember just now you asked him to make a conclusion? Like you giving him an advertisement time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that part I think I would suggest that he can stress more, be more animated, like putting on a marketing phase like promotion, with adding the volume, the rate, and then also the pitch when he's doing the final promotion. That can add impact as a promotion rather than his calm and steady.
Because that's the more stronger part, the more impact.
This is like call to action.
Call to action.
Yeah, the word is call to action. When we call to action, I personally feel that if let's say he can add on some strength on his voice and then his body gestures become more I find that it can be more engaging.
Okay.
The engagement level will be higher.
It should be stronger.
Stronger and animated as well. Animated, or I should use the word dramatic as well.
Dramatic? Yeah. Being Benny is a very dramatic person.
Yeah,
maybe he got overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And any other areas that you can suggest?
That's the I actually emphasize on that because in every presentation, the finale, the conclusion is always the most impactful one. people will remember that, and that's the take home message.
Yeah.
So if let's say this part can be enhanced, I personally feel that it can be more impactful.
More impactful.
Yeah.
Do you think he concluded the session well, or audience able to get his message?
Yeah,
Story?
yeah. I find that he concluded well, and he even recommended a team member for the next session.
Recommendation.
And it's like a subtle promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it well in the subtle promotion, like promoting the and what's next, and then
Yes,
it's like a
yes.
teaser as well. So that part he did very well.
Yeah. So maybe can you share why is it important to have call to action in the speech or in the session like this? Why call to action is an important element? Maybe the listeners would like to know.
Well, call to action is something for the audience to take action. So after our presentation,
After listening.
yeah, after listening, what's next? People is asking. Just like let's say you are my customer. I did a presentation, and what's next? You're like, okay, I know your product, and I know the features, and I like it. And if you do not have the call to action, then I'm like, okay, I just listen.
Go out.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
So call to action is always very important because people know that what should I do? What's next? What's my next step? What can I get after I have all this information? So people can take action. So it's always very important to call to action. And call to action is always with strength, with
Conviction.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I believe when we conclude or any one of us taking part in the podcast channel, you may be invited one of these days as a panelist to come in our podcast channel or any other podcast channel. This suggestion from Carmen just now, having a strong and powerful call to action, not only you conclude the session, but also you can give an idea to the audience whether they want or they need to do something.
Yes.
They have to step up, they have to buy, they have to walk, they have to read. So these are the strong and impactful and can be done in a more impactful way. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. I believe that call to action concludes your feedback. And maybe just before we leave, a general observation or summary in terms of what are the things for Benny to uh, look at for his next podcast channel.
I think Benny can disclose more.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the secrets, I think he can review one by one.
Yes.
So that it becomes an attraction to people.
Can I invite Benny?
Yeah, I think you should be. Yeah.
I think he's looking forward.
He's looking forward.
Yeah.
I think he's enjoying the session as well. Yeah, and it's actually an opportunity for any of our members to develop another skill in having podcast session. It's very useful in this world now. Everyone is on social media, and I think that it's very important we know how to communicate to this person in person and those people listener
online.
Yes.
Now, just before we finish, also, other than Benny, what would be your observation on our podcast session tonight? What would be your feedback as to how it was conducted?
For the setup, I feel that it's very cozy with the lighting. This setup is just nice. From the camera, we can see our facial expression very clear. And the setup, I think the back end, we may need to improve on that. Yeah, because all the back end work is, you cannot see from the front, but in fact, we are doing a lot of back end work as well.
The production team.
The production team. And also the part that, I think now you can work on your call to action. Yeah.
Naza, stand by. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Carmen. Thank you again for having us. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
For celebrating birthday with all of us tonight with our production team. Also, many of you behind that. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our session, our inaugural Chatz podcast channel. Even it is also a first time for me to be a moderator, and I'm very proud because in District 51 we are the first. I would like to say this again. We are the first podcast channel. We hope there will be more, but we are proud to say that we are first podcast channel. This is former district director. In District 51. Why? Just before we finish, why we are having this? Because I believe in Toastmasters, public speaking is not just about speech and contest. is also evolving ourselves into different platform, different channel. So podcast is of course online social media, and this is the way forward.
Yes.
This is the in thing. People are talking, and we in Toastmasters should provide this avenue. And in Toastmasters, we should be leading the way and showing the way how future generations, especially in District 51, should bring themselves up. You are able to speak online and also offline.
Correct.
So not only online meetings but also in formal setting like this. These are creating talents, abilities, and finding opportunities where you can learning how to organize production, learning to be a panelist, organizing the setup, floor managers, and all the likes. And we have more interesting topics after this, and this creates the excitement for future generations.
Yes.
So we'll be inviting more speakers to come, experienced Toastmasters to give feedback and recommendation, and that is why Chatz, a podcast channel, is unique and different because we not only listen to panelists, but we also give recommendation and feedback, and that's where the learning comes as a Toastmasters and where leaders are made in Toastmasters, especially in District 51. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much once again for joining us in our session. Thank you again, Carmen. And I do hope you will follow us after this, and there will be more videos and sharing from our invited guests. Shiro signing off. See you again. Bye bye.
Call to action. Good.